Now to a News 4 Jax I-Team investigation. The Florida Attorney General is looking into a retired priest with the Diocese of St. Augustine who was the subject of 2 criminal investigations in the last 4 years. Investigators with the Attorney General's office say officials with the Diocese of St. Augustine did not tell them about allegations against Father David Terrence Morgan at any point during its investigation of child abuse in churches in Florida. News 4 Jax I-Team investigator Kelly Wiley has the story.
A News 4 Jax analysis of police reports found the Diocese of St. Augustine did not tell state prosecutors probing into sex abuse in Florida churches about one of its own priests being investigated for possible crimes against children after the state concluded its statewide investigation. The Florida Attorney General announced its investigation into sex crimes in Florida's Catholic churches in August 2019. Police reports show 2 months later in October, allegations against Father David Terrence Morgan were reported to the St. Augustine Police Department. In the report, Father Terry Morgan was accused of inappropriately touching a minor on the butt in 2017 and reportedly admitted to investigators he had inappropriate phone contact with a male student in 2017. Investigators interviewed the pastor of Cathedral Basilica of St. Augustine, where the incident allegedly happened in 2017. The pastor told police that 2 years earlier, in 2017, he'd received complaints about Father Terry Morgan's boundary issues and brought those issues to his superiors in the Diocese of St. Augustine. He also told investigators when he continued to get complaints in May 2018, he asked the diocese about the situation, and his superiors told him it had been dealt with and he needed to drop it. Investigators also interviewed Father Morgan. In a recorded interview, he denied any sexual contact with minors and said he did have a sexual talk with them, which he described as the kind of goofing off talking that college boys do. He told police he left to do a sabbatical at St. Luke's Institute in 2018 at the urging of Bishop Estevez after he had inappropriate phone contact with a male student. St. Luke's is an independent mental health facility for clergy. Ultimately, the St. Augustine Police Department closed that investigation after multiple attempts to contact the family that made the complaint. In September 2020, another allegation was made to the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, alleging Father Terry Morgan had a sexual relationship with a teenager in 1977 while he was a teacher at Bishop Kenny High School. The case was dropped because of the statute of limitations. Prosecutors who were actively investigating sex abuse in Florida churches and subpoenaed church records say neither of the allegations were brought to them during their investigation. Then, a month after the Attorney General released her report, the diocese announced there were allegations with a semblance of truth against Father Terry Morgan. Prosecutor Nick Cox said he immediately called the attorney for the diocese after finding out.
My question was, we were trying to work nicely. We were working cooperatively. Why didn't I know? And he gave me an answer that I understood. I mean, because they were still developing their knowledge of it, essentially.
And we did reach out to the diocese before our special investigation yesterday on this, and we didn't get a response from them. We also reached out again today and are waiting to hear back. We've also reached out to attorneys for Father Terry Morgan.